Good morning, everybody. It's Derek from the Sideshow Guys here. Of course, you can see in the background here, I got my 23 Honda Talon 1000R. We got it cleaned up after a ride. We're going to do a little install video here. I'll take you around the back and show you what we're working with. So we got a package in the mail the other day. New product to go on the Talon here. As you can see in the background there, I'm sure you can see a big box. We'll get the camera set up here and we'll do an unboxing of it. So we had a company reach out to us. They hooked us up with this box here. It's Star Night MT Professional UTV Windshield Seller. So of course we got a rear window for the Honda Talon here. We'll open the box up and see what we got inside. Got a bag of goodies here. It looks like it's the seal to go around. Looks like we got some instructions. So they give us some instructions here, just a simple one page. Oh, there's both sides on here. We'll have a look at what this all entails and involves. Of course, it's got the rubber seal that goes around. Looks like good quality stuff, like automotive style seal. We'll get that put on as well once we read the instructions. See what else we got in the box here. Looks like we got some Velcro straps. Looks like it straps in, kind of like my my front one. And in the front I just have a half windshield. That's good enough for me. I do like the fresh air in my face. Looks like we got some metal brackets here and some hardware as well. So we'll have to have a look at the instructions and see what we got to do next. Looks pretty well packaged, no marks. It's got a plastic film on it to save it from getting scratched and stuff. We'll have a look at the instructions and see what it's going to take to install this. We'll open up the bag of, like I said, they're just a Velcro strap. Looks like they probably snap in, go around the roll bar, just zip tie or Velcro it tight. Same idea as the front one I have. Got two of those. We also got some metal brackets here. We'll open this up, see what's in here. Two simple brackets, both identical by the looks of it. You got a third bracket here. Got it there. And of course we got some, looks like stainless steel hardware with some nylock nuts and some washers. Might hold the brackets on. And like I said, we got the rubber seal. Here's a little closer look. We got two brackets here for the bottom of the windshield. We got 6 washers to put on to protect the windshield when you tighten up the 6 Allen head bolts. I do believe these are it's a 4mm metric Allen key for these. Of course we got the 10mm wrench for the nuts here. So I got a 4mm Allen wrench, 10mm wrench, and 10mm socket as well. There is one 10mm bolt here for this upper bracket that goes in here. You'll see all this as I install it. You also need a 5mm Allen wrench to take this upper bolt right here out so you can mount the upper bracket, just so you know you're aware of what tools you require. Let's jump inside here. Hopefully you guys can see this all right. We'll take out the stock bolt for the roof. This is where the new bracket's gonna install. Like I said, this should be a pretty easy install. Remove this bolt, set it aside for now. Now I'm pulling the plastic down just where the bracket goes. I'm not pulling it off the whole windshield to save it from getting scratched up for the install. You gotta do it on both sides so we can put the bracket on here. The bracket goes on this way here. They do have rubber on the back side to protect the windshield. Go through there like that, and hopefully you guys can see that. We're starting a nut on there. We'll get that one started and we'll get the other one in there. Of course, now we got our 2 bolts in there, and like I said, we got nuts that go on here to tighten up as well. We'll leave everything loose for now until we get everything situated. Allows us to move this around if necessary. We'll bolt up the bottom too next. Actually, we'll do like they say and pull it right off. We should be good. We shouldn't scratch it up. Looks much better now, nice and clear. Again, we take one of our brackets here. We'll mount it on the inside. Same process before, you need 2 bolts. Got 2 bolts here, put your washers on. It's hard to do with this by yourself, but it's manageable. Like I said, you take your bolt with your washer there, put it through, washer goes to the glass side. We'll start the nut on. We'll put our other bolt in as well. Put the bolt through from the glass side. Nut goes on the back side here. One more bolt and nut. Grab our ratchet and our 4mm Allen key here. We just snug these up a bit. We don't want to do them right tight. Just to put a bit of pressure on it so we can move that bracket around where it needs to go. Hopefully you guys can see this alright. And there, we can still move that bracket where it needs to go. Flip it over. Do the same to this one. And of course, we can't forget about the top bracket here. We'll snug it up as well. Of course, we got our 1 bolt left. It'll come up through here and go back into our roof where we moved that bolt earlier. And we still can move this bracket around to line it up and get it lined up. It's still loosen up. I haven't put the rubber seal on yet. I'm going to do like a test fit, see how it sits. Just slide it through the side of the cage. Well, we ran into our first problem. We can't put those brackets completely on before we install it. They need to be able to slide up out of the way to slide it forward. So we're going to have to take a step back here. So I have a little idea for the fix. Make things a little easier, I guess. We're going to take 1 bolt out. This will allow us just to swing that up out of the way so we can do our install. We'll do it both sides here. This is the type of stuff that happens when you're doing the first install of one of these. Not everything goes as planned, but find the problem and find a solution for it. Because they're snug, they won't spin around in my way. They'll stay up out of the way. We'll go for the install again. That looks like much better. Like I said, we can spin those brackets back down behind the roll bar. Now that we've done our test fit, it's time to install our rubber seal here. Of course, it goes on. We'll drop it down out of the way. It won't go on this way, it'll go on the opposite way so it seals against the cage. You see that there's a groove in this. This groove here, just the windshield will slide into this groove here. You start at the top here, right at this notch where it's notched for the bracket. You start here and we'll go completely around the whole windshield. We'll do that now. Hopefully the camera will pick this up here. Contours around there, not bad. So far we're doing okay. You gotta shove a fair bit to get it to go on there. You just work it slowly. Seal's going on. Like I said, hopefully the camera's picking it up. You do have to push that down in there pretty good. Keep working it on there. It takes time. It's nice to see. It looks like they give you extra here, so we'll have to trim that off to the length we want. I'll just have to grab a knife and we'll go back at it. Try to match those up the best you can there so you get a good seal. Of course, we got all the seal on. You can see the way it sticks out here. That'll pinch against the roll cage, give you a good seal. Hopefully keep the dust and dirt from coming in. And now we're ready to do the install. Be a little easier with an extra set of hands. Like I said though, we should be able to take these brackets now and spin them around. I'll show you a little closer here what we're doing. You can see how I left these brackets loose, and they go and hook on the front side of this bar right here. Because I left them loose, we can spin them around. And then we can put our other bolts in now, and that's nice and tight. This is where the Velcro straps will go. They go in here and around the bar here to hold this tight. Same on this side. And then we got that top center bolt to still go in. So we'll get set up for that now. These here are Velcro straps. You just peel them open like so. Slide that out of there. You see the little metal bar there? They go in behind that. Go through that and Velcro up. It's kind of hard to show it on camera here, so we'll just snap them into place here. And for now, we'll just do them up loose. We'll grab our other one here for this side. We get the camera set up for you. Same deal. Open the Velcro, pull it out from behind the bar there. Pretty straightforward. Again, we'll just do it loose. We still got to put the other bolts in, tighten them up. We'll get our other bolt in there now, put the nut on it. Put that one on there. Climb up inside here. Like I said, the stock, this goes into the stock location, this one. Again, we just leave everything just snug till we get everything all situated the way we want. We're looking pretty good there. I'm pretty happy with that. It's a bit of a reach to do this by yourself. An extra set of hands would be nice, but I don't have an extra set of hands with me right now. But you can reach it. It's just a long reach. And of course we tighten these ones up. Now they're nylock washers on, or nylock nuts on here, so they don't have to be crazy tight. It's not like they're going to vibrate loose or anything. So they don't have to be real tight. That's good. Now we can snug this in, squeeze it. Just squeeze the seal. You can see the way the seal is all squished nice and tight here. Good seal along here as well. That's what you want to see. We'll go over the other side and see how it looks. Again, we got these two bolts here that we left loose. We got to tighten up. Make sure your bracket's sitting down good. I want to put a little downward force on it when you tighten it up, just to hold it good. You got that one done. Remember I just snugged this up. Make sure you come back and tighten it up. Make sure that's tightened up. We got a bit of a gap here, but we're going to take the strap, loosen the strap off, and we'll squeeze it here. Pull it around, see if we can get that sealed up. We got a little space there, but the seal's good here. There is a bit of a seal there. So that's the install. It does seal around here, not bad. Good seal along the top as well. You still leave my plate up here. So that's it all installed. Like I said, it is sealed nice around here. A little gap up here, but that's all right. You shouldn't get much mud and water coming in there. Nice and clean install, nice and clear. I didn't scratch it up at all putting it in. Looking good. So I tell you, just to if you wanted to remove it, you got 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here for those brackets, and you pull that one center bolt in that goes into the roof. You'd back it off, take it out, your 2 Velcro straps, and you could have this removed in probably about 15 minutes. So I hope you like our little install video here. We'll get out for a ride. We'll see if it stops some of the mud. The Talon R's are bad for the mud coming off these tires and coming out through the back window here. So hopefully this will prevent a lot of the mud from coming into the interior. Should have a lot less mud going in the interior through the back window. It'll stop it for us now. Should prevent a lot of dust coming through the back. When I had it open, this windshield should stop the dust from blowing in through the back window, make it a little nicer in the cab there. So once again, I'd like to send a thanks out to Star Night MT. They make a bunch of windshields. They do front windshields, rear windshields for like pretty much all the big brands of UTVs. I'm sure they have some other products I'm not aware of yet. This is our first little deal with them. They supplied me with a rear window for an install video here, and stay tuned. I'm sure there'll be more to come.